So I decided to spare you guys from seeing me go through the field that heads towards the cemetery and then going through the different tombs to try and see if we find the right one, the right defiled crypt anyway. The first two choices were the wrong choices, which I prefer, honestly, especially when you're kind of going through looking for, stuff. But this is clearly the right one.
This looks like a crypt fit for a chancellor. The crown must be.
So my gift for finding treasure is rubbing off on you now.
Warming up. Still waiting.
I'm amused that they put that there when, after we do this, it instructs us to use our town portal to leave. Which, that is one of those things that I mentioned that I'd much rather prefer it this way. Unfortunately, they're keeping it this way in Diablo 4, where rather than carrying around a bunch of town portal scrolls in your bag, you just simply press T.
I need to go back.
And you just have an infinite number of town portals to open up and use. And I was worried that they were going to go back to the Diablo 2 method of I have to carry around a whole bunch of town scroll portal scrolls in my bags. It almost sounds like a tongue twister. I'm having issues with saying that. But yeah. Fortunately, that's staying the way it is. It is in this game.
I will not allow you to bring that monster Leoric back to this world.
The crown is broken, and its power shattered. Once the blacksmith reforges it, I'll be able to confront the Skeleton King in his lair.
I need to go back.
You found the crown. Truth be told, I didn't think you'd make it back alive. It needs repair. Should be no problem. It's good to work again. There. New as the day it was placed upon the Black King's head. I need something more than making spades to occupy my mind. I want my life to mean something.
Then help me. I will use your handiwork for great things. I'm afraid I have bad news. Your apprentice has died.
Fool boy. Hope for the worst and you will not be disappointed. Thank you for the news.
I have the crown. How do I reach the Skeleton King?
At last. With it, you can unlock the sealed door in the room where you rescued me and enter the royal crypts. When you find the Skeleton King, place the crown atop his head and destroy him.
The Skeleton King dies today. I must find the fallen star.
Tristram has long been tormented by the memory of King Leoric, turned by his madness into the Skeleton King. And now the fire has raised him from the dead once again. I will find a way to stop him. King tells me the crown will open a golden door beneath the mausoleum, which is beside the cathedral. The ornate door in this room should yield to me now that I possess the crown of King Leoric. The bones of the Skeleton King lie somewhere below in the royal crypts. I will teach him to stay dead.
Myself.
Can I tell you what one of the more frustrating things to deal with? Those things right there is if you get... Literally, is when you have something that immobilizes you at the same time those explosions happen, and you just can't get out of the way of it. Oh, man.
I am unstoppable.
We are literally shooting the gold out of our enemies. It's like, we know you're full of gold, like pinatas, we'll just shoot it out of you. Oh, hello. I am a
I'm just warming up.
By the way, as I was going through the field, on the way to the cemetery, I got a puzzle ring! I'll be able to make another trip to the vault.
I am so good, I astound myself. I am frightened, my friend.
Nonsense. I'm far more comfortable in a cursed cathedral than a holy one.
I think when we get to Act 5 and we get to the cathedral there, he's like the world is going to hell, and now of all times when you're going to take me to church? Like I said, Lyndon has some great, hilarious lines in this game. But that makes sense since they had Troy Baker, and they were like, you know what, let's make sure that Troy Baker has some great, hilarious lines to do in this game. I mean, if you had Troy Baker around to do voice acting for you, why wouldn't you do that?
Are nothing.
Those would have dropped Lock Dannon's letters, which I already played for you guys, all of them. In fact, hold on. Alright, so that was part 3. Part 4. Oh wait, nope. Nope, that's jumping ahead. That's for after we beat Leoric.
Warming up.
Look, if you had enemies, like every enemy dropping this much gold, wouldn't you be clearing out the entire place yourself too? I'm just saying. Really? Haha! She opened the chest! Get her, boys! That's what basically those guys were doing.
How does that feel?
I thought there was a loose stone here. Up, up. There it is. Down there.
Maintain your incantations. You will soon turn.
Ave Magistros, Ave Registras, Ave Leodastas, Ave Mandaxas,
Your magic is weakening. I am free. Now, back to my mission.
He won't turn while I'm here. Hey, Cormac.
Who are you?
You will know soon enough. Help me find my gear. I will reward you well.
You know, we just keep running into...
What brought you to this infernal place?
I have unfinished business with the Skeleton King.
As do I.
We just keep running into great voice actors. This is yet another one, Dominic Keating. Dominic Keating is awesome. My opinion. But then again, I do tend to praise voice actors quite often here, but it's something I'm very fond of, so...
Need more time. You dare attack me?
This is what I love about this teleport build, is that it's basically like as if we used mods on teleport for the Sorceress in D2 to just teleport all the time.
He's free! Do not let him rearm!
I am Cormac, warrior of the Templar Order. If it is the Skeleton King you seek, then you will have to fight your way past John Dar. There is no reason we should hunt alone.
I suppose not. A strong spirit at my side could prove helpful.
Cormac is, of course, a very useful companion to have as a wizard because he's basically your tank.
Not ready yet.
I'll bet you I could blink over that. Yep. Hee. Here comes one of his best lines.
Black magic bars our way, but the will of a Templar is stronger.
The will of a Templar!
You were a Templar, John Dar. How could you succumb to this coven?
The Coven is my brotherhood now. The powers we serve will soon rule this world! Please forgive me. My vision was clouded by the Coven's evil magic.
Betrayal can never be forgiven. Thank you for your aid. I will go with you on your hunt for the Skeleton King. But there is one condition. If we find the sacred tomes of my order, they are mine.
That is agreeable, though I wouldn't mind taking a look at them.
Then onwards we go to fight the Skeleton King.
And off he goes. This is, of course, in the story point where we would actually, you know, have him join us as a companion. Look at that. A barrel dropped a legendary dagger.
Need more time. You dare attack me?
I mean, don't you know who I am?
Not ready yet.
Alright, 707 Paragon level. By the way, in case you're wondering, this is how I currently have all my Paragon points kind of distributed at the moment.
What do you think you will find down here?
Vengeful spirits, I expect. You?
Ideally, endless fortune, but probably just another angry monster.
I mean, you know we're on our way towards a Skeleton King, right?
Still waiting. How does that feel?
So yeah, this is what it's like for me when I'm trying to get around these big areas, like in adventure mode on this character with this build. Blink, 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 blink.
Need more time. Your defenses are nothing. Still waiting.
Oh,
Need more time.
it's over here. The Royal Crypts.
Quite an enemy over there. We are in for a fight. A hard fight. Time to loot.
So yeah, he's clearly a representation of us. It's like, alright, a hard fight. Time to loot. I mean, be honest. How often is that your line of thinking after a tough fight, right? Raise your hand. I'm raising mine.
What mischief is this?
Foul magic.
Didn't see that coming, did you? did you? Still waiting. Not ready yet. I am so good. I astound myself. Still waiting. Not ready yet. If only they could see me now.
That's what I call a meteor shower. What? You can't tell me that's not something that Li-Ming would have said herself.
Your grave awaits!
Alright, so that's where I need to go.
Need more time.
Alright, so we'll head back this way.
Not ready yet. I am unstoppable. Still waiting. Need more time. Still waiting.
Alright, into the Royal Crypts we go.
Need more time.
Would you bury me if I died?
Anything is possible.
What? After all we've been through?
Of course I would, friend.
His sword.
Keep your distance from him. This burden is mine to bear. May death bring peace from your madness, Leoric.
Traitors! Even in death, the armies of Condorus will still obey their king, even if you will not.
Before we head on forward to confront Leoric himself, let's actually listen to some of his journal.
We have just arrived in Tristram, and I must say, I'm a bit dismayed. This place is a backwater filled with serfs and an ancient broken-down monastery, hardly fit for the king of Condorus. I cannot fathom why Lazarus was so intent on this becoming our new seat of power. A fetid, pallid malaise has fallen over the manor we now call home. Young Albrecht seems to be enjoying himself in our new home, however. Perhaps I am simply suffering from an imbalance of humors brought on by the recent change of clime. I am convinced that some malevolent being is attempting to wrest control of my thoughts away from me. Voices direct me to horrendous acts, and there are times when I seem unable to control my body. Lazarus knows. This is certain. He looks at me strangely when he thinks me otherwise disposed. Though my counsel begs me to reconsider, I will continue with the executions of those I find guilty of plotting against the kingdom. Perhaps they fear my eye will fall on them and discover their heinous, treasonous plans as well. Lazarus is the only one I can still trust. I have finally rid myself of the dark influence seeking to subdue me, and now I see things as they truly are. This conspiracy among the insolent townsfolk to weaken me by stealing Albrecht away will not stand. Perhaps the heads of their women and children on pikes will bring them clarity.
If that's not indication enough to you of how far he fell in his madness, well, yeah. Was there any journal from Lazarus? I'm trying to remember if he actually... No, looks like there was not. Oh well. Unless I'm just not looking in the right place, but I thought for sure that there was actually... a journal by Lazarus himself. Maybe not, though. I just find myself remembering that there was, as if there was a journal that actually was written by Lazarus, and I'm trying to remember what it was, or what it was labeled. Because there's supposed to be a journal we get later, when we are about to confront the Butcher later in this act. I'm trying to remember what it was actually labeled. I may have to, like, look it up and see what it was called, just so I can be able to try and remember, and so I can, I guess, play it for you guys later.
I'm so weary.
Never mind, that's the wrong king. We'll get to that later in Act 5. No. That's not him either. Whatever, I'll look it up later.
With all my... You dare to bring the warmth of life into my tomb?
Personable fellow, that Leoric.
By the way, I'm pretty sure that was the line he said back in Diablo 1. You dare bring the warmth of life into my tomb?
Not ready yet.
Sorry if the sound ends up sounding a little weird because while I'm doing the teleport. I think the sound gets all strange when it hears the constant teleporting just whoop, whoop, whoop. It's a little distorted. I apologize for that. I have reached the royal crypts. Beneath the webs and rot, the craftsmanship is stunning. Obviously, there is little time to stand and gape at the chandeliers. Once I lay the crown on the Skeleton King's remains, I will be able to defeat him and give the people of Nutritium some peace.
Why would you sell someone a cursed statue?
Well, no one here appreciates it.
You will never defeat me!
Every king must surrender his crown one day. Remember that.
Not ready yet. Need more time.
Alright. So. Once I put the crown on the Skeleton King's head, he will be forced to fight me. I must prepare. So permanently ends the reign of King Leoric. I love the mace that he has. That you can get that as a transmog. That's great.
Finally, the crater.
Hey, Tyrael.
It was you that fell from the sky? I don't believe that you are the source of the evil in this place.
I am. I remember falling.
Then who are you? Why are you here?
I am not your enemy. I think. Yes, I believe I have come with a warning. The darkness. The darkness is coming. I don't remember.
I should bring you back to town. Cain will know what to do with you.
Come on, Tyrael, this way.
I have traveled far, only to find that the fallen star was a man. Who is he? Why has he come? He recalls nothing. But Cain may have the answers.
Oh, I missed the other journal entry, right after she found him. I will take the stranger to meet Deckard Cain. His wisdom will guide us.
This is what fell out of the sky.
No man could survive such a thing. Who are you? What are you?
A warrior, I think. I came bearing grave news, but I cannot remember.
Your message might be all that can save us from impending doom.
Alright, now let's also talk to this Templar that we encountered.
How does one become a Templar anyway? Were you born to the Order?
No. Our scripture says, as a farmer reaps his wheat, so must the Order harvest and purify the weeds.
That seems a little unfair. You are not a weed.
You speak out of kindness, but you do not understand. When they took me, they saved my life and my immortal soul. The Grand Maester, behind the Order's corruption.
Whoops.
Perhaps that's why I never felt...
Now that you...
I believe...
Whoops. Sorry. I didn't realize that was the Act 5 dialogue there. My bad. Alright, so... back to Leah's journals. No, not that one. Next one.
I can hardly believe it, but the falling star is a man. When Uncle Deckard realized this, he was crushed. I know he was hoping for something more miraculous.
I chuckle from that one because it's a guy who literally fell out of the sky through a building deep into the earth. And he thinks that's not miraculous. But then again, this is Cain, and, well, we know what he has seen. Because he was with us in Diablo 2, and he was like, oh, please, everything that I've seen, that's nothing in comparison.
I wish that Leia could live a different life, a more normal life. But alas, such is not her fate. When I pass, there is none but her to continue my work, and the future of this world hangs in the balance.
By the way, this is one of the better parts of... I'm very used to this part here. Oh, by the way. Oh, that's right. I need to look this up. What was that called? It's supposed to be... Is it under blacksmith? Let's see. Yes, here it is. No, wait, no, that's not it. There's a journal here in that box that's supposed to be left for, Hadric by his wife. And I'm trying to remember what it's called. But it's supposed to be like when we get back, we find out that he found a letter left by his wife, knowing what was going to happen to her, or just to, because she, as we find out, she was a seer just like Miriam. So she knew that was going to happen, and so she wanted to comfort him even after what happened. So, gosh, what's it called? No, that's for later. Oh, here was the one I was looking for, guys. This is the one for Lazarus.
The time of my lord's true awakening is at hand. That fool, Leoric, was only able to resist him because he did not yet possess his full power. With the Queen dispatched as a traitor, I may now devote myself fully to preparing the boy for the presence of my master.
That was the one I was looking for earlier. I finally found it. Once I saw a page from Lazarus, I was like, oh, there it is. Let's see. I thought it was going to be called, like, Mira's Letter, but I guess not. No. I'll have to remember what it's called and play it later. It's supposed to be a letter... Oh, here's another letter from Leoric.
Chancellor Eamon, it is of the utmost importance that we secure my manor from the traitorous rabble in Tristram. The caves to the east are too close to my land. They must be blocked, completely obstructed. I believe the Archbishop Lazarus has magically bound some arachnids of late. They may serve us well.
Yeah, we'll deal with those later. Oh, gosh.
I was caught stealing once. Once.
Just the once. And only the once. Anyways. I'm going to go ahead and cut it off here. I'm going to double check what some of these letters are called, including the one there from his wife. And then we will continue to see what we can do about finding out more about who this stranger is. But what I was actually going to say real quick is that this is a point that I usually will try to take advantage of Leoric's crown, because that gives a XP boost, because it amplifies the effect of a gem you put into it. And if you put a ruby into Leoric's, into a helm piece, it increases the amount of XP you get. So when I'm leveling alts, I put a highest leveled ruby into Leoric's crown, and then use other sets here that you can make that buff up your XP, such as, which one is it called here? Not there. Kane's Travelers. You see, the 2-set bonus for Kane's Travelers is plus 50% XP. So I will make Kane's Travelers, and I will make this one here as well, the Born's Heart of Steel set, but rather just 2 pieces, which gives an extra 20% XP. So you put those 2 sets on your character, plus the Orc's Crown on the head with the ruby, as well as, if you can, a weapon like what I've got in my stash. So on one of my characters, I have a... Where is it? I have a Corrupted Ashbringer. Yes, Corrupted Ashbringers in this game. But I have it where it has the gem, which one... I believe I have another one to show it off here. Right here. The Gem of Ease, which is that it grants a bunch of extra XP, and the level requirement to the item that it's socketed into is level 1. So it's ranked up to level at least 25, so you put that in one of these weapons, it's a huge amount of XP. Plus, think about it, one of these level 70 weapons at level 1 is a huge buff to any of these characters, and it just skyrockets your XP. So then you can just power level these characters to 70 before you're done with Act 1. So that's I was going to mention about Leoric's Crown dropping from Leoric here in Act 1. So anyways, stay tuned.